So last year around this time, I did a challenge, a 31-day challenge in October called Shirttober, where I did a design every day. And I wanted to share with you, it's almost been a year, and wanted to share with you the results from that, how many sales I got from those designs, those 31 designs. I'm going to share with you all the results, what I learned, and how you can be a better designer for print on demand. Let's go. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juno with Detour Shirts. In this video, I'm going to talk about my results for Shirttober 2022. About a year ago, I did this challenge in October, which I'm planning on doing again this year in 2023, where I designed a t-shirt a day for the month of October with different prompts and stuff. So it's going to be really fun to do this coming year. I want to show you some of the results from last year. I'm going to share with you every single design that I made and what or where I sold it on. I put them on Redbubble, TeePublic, and Merch by Amazon, or Amazon Merch on Demand right now. And I'm going to share with you each one. I'm going to also share with you how to find the results on there. So if you've done Shirttober and are wondering if you sold anything, I can show you how to find that, as well as what to learn from this, how you can learn from this and become a better designer and make more sales on print on demand. So first, let's go to the internet. I'm going to show you where you can find the results, or how I'm finding the results for those 3 print on demand sites. So first, Redbubble. I'm here on Redbubble on my managed portfolio. You can get there from here. You can see manage portfolio, and then you have a search bar right here, so you can type in the name of the shirt. So this is one of the shirts I did for Shirttober last year, shoot for your goals, and I just typed in right here and it pulls it up, and you can see if you sold anything. So right here it says $0, so I didn't sell any of these on Redbubble for this design. So you can do that for all the designs you have on there. TeePublic, same kind of thing. You have a on your shop page, if you go here and you go to your storefront, you can also type in. Now this one doesn't work as well. Like you can see, it says, the title actually says shoot for your goals, but if I started typing in shoot for your goals and hit it, it says there's nothing to display. So I would just go and look for like the first word maybe, and it comes up. And you can see I sold 1 here, so it's gonna tell you if it's sold, how many of these sold. This one I didn't sell anything, this one I sold 80. So very easy to tell on TeePublic what you sold. And on Amazon Merch on Demand, I'm using this plugin, Pretty Merch Pro Plus. I'm in the products. I think it's just Pretty Merch Pro. Plus is the research tab. But if you just have Pretty Merch Pro, I think you have the products tab here. And just type in the name. So in this case, the same ones, shoot for your goals, and hit search, and you can see right here if any of them sold. And if you scroll down, I think, yep, there you go. So surprise, I did 4 sales here for shoot for your goals, and I made this much for this one design in Shirttober, right? And you can see if it sold anymore. Nope, that's it, nothing on pillows. And I put it on everything. I put it on every marketplace and every product, but this one sold. The standard shirt usually is the one that sells the best on Amazon. So there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you every single design that I made. It's not going to take too long. I'll go by fast just to let you know if I sold something and where I sold it. All right, so I made this nice PowerPoint, this keynote presentation with every single design that I made, and I made most of these designs with Canva. Sometimes I used Vexels, but I tried to be really quick and do something. I didn't hand draw any of these. I did graphics and text just really quickly. So first one, day 1, I started with fishing. Fishing was the prompt, and I didn't sell any of these. Merch by Amazon, TeePublic, Redbubble. The reason why I think, and this is really good to note if you're doing your own, is write down why you think it didn't sell. So I thought, in this case, it's the wrong style. There are probably too many colors, too colorful for a dad who wants to go fishing. That's probably why it didn't sell. So we can learn from it. Day 2, video games. Didn't make any sales on this one either. I think it was the wrong style. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe it doesn't feel like a gaming thing. You know, usually that's fun and bright and things. And I went the other way and didn't pay off. Llama, day 3, again, 0 sales. This may feel discouraging after now, like why am I not making any sales? But don't worry, there'll be some. And I think this one's not connecting. It's not funny enough. I don't think it matches with the No Drama Llama. I don't think it matched. So that's probably why it didn't, not connecting. Day 4 was teacher. I really like this t-shirt. I think it really stood out to me, but again, no sales. Sometimes you don't make sales on things that you really like. And I'm not sure why it didn't sell. Maybe the artwork could have been better, but I really loved the font and how it looked and everything, but disconnection, right? Day 5 finally got a sale from TeePublic. Usually the sales on TeePublic are $4 unless you do it on sale. And then they give you $2, but I'm just going to assume that all of these didn't sell during the sale, so $4. And I think this one was really good. It's easy to read. This kind of has nice bright colors. It's a food pun, so I think did really well. Day 6, I really like this design too, but it just didn't connect. Maybe the face in the space didn't work out. I don't know what, but didn't get any sales on this one for day 6. Day 7 also didn't get any sales. I think there was a disconnect here too. So Wild One probably should be for the person and not for the horse, and maybe the horse and the US flag's not connecting. I don't know, but it just didn't work. So I wrote that down as maybe not put those two things together. Day 8 also did not get a sale for this for the whole year. I think maybe it's hard to read. There's a little disconnect with the maze. I thought it was a nice pun with amazing, but I think maybe those letters are kind of hard to read. So maybe it's the wrong style. I'll have to do a different style for moms in this. So took a chance and it didn't work, right? Day 9, this one actually got a sale on TeePublic, and I think it's because it's simple, it's easy to read, it's funny, and I think this worked better than the fishing one before because it's just one color and didn't have so many colors. So got one sale there on TeePublic. This nurse one I thought was going to be really good, but I don't know why it didn't make any sales. I like the heart shape and everything, but I think maybe the lines are too thin. Maybe I'll try different icons next time and so on. So I think Nurse Life is still a good thing, but a lot of competition in this niche too, the nurse niche. This one, day 11, I got a sale from Amazon merch, which gives me, I try to make sure that I get at least $5. Sometimes I don't on other products or other countries. But this one I think did make a sale because it was funny. It's a pun, it's a sports pun, and it's really different than what you see on there. So I think it kind of maybe caught somebody's eye and got a sale. This one, day 12, this one's more of for the vegans, and I think it's really simple and easy to read. It's probably why it got a sale on here for TeePublic. Day 13, here, Born to Rock, got a sale on Amazon merch. This one I probably put it on a different product, I can't remember, but I didn't get $5 on this one, probably for a different country as well. I think it's sold in the UK, but it's balanced and it stands out, and I really like this design. So this one sold on TeePublic. This is day 14, and I think it's simple, it's funny, has cute graphics, and it works. Tall rectangle, not a lot of colors. I think that's something that sells well on TeePublic. Day 15, I did a dad t-shirt. I don't think this one connected with dads for some reason. I didn't get any sales on any of the print-on-demand sites, so might have to make it more rough looking or something else. I think this is maybe too simple for dads. This one I really liked doing. I had fun doing this one, but maybe it was too much. Maybe it's too hard to read. This was for the 60s, 70s topic. I didn't get any sales on this one. This one I was hopeful for, day 17 for cats. And again, I think it didn't connect after looking at it. There's no actual coffee in it. There's cats in the coffee, and for coffee lovers, maybe this didn't connect. So maybe have to do a cat holding a coffee or something like that. Maybe the design just didn't connect. So day 18 is football and game day. I really like the vintage colors on here, and I think that's what got me the sale for TeePublic. It's simple, easy to understand, just says game day and there's football. And so I think someone bought that for that reason. This one I was really hopeful for. I think it was really fun, but again, didn't sell on any of these print-on-demand places. And maybe the words are too small. Maybe I'll have to try it with bigger words or other dinosaurs. Maybe it's the cartoony style. I'm not sure, but my guess is that it was maybe too hard to read with everything else on there. Day 20, Grandma got a sale from Amazon merch, again over $5. And this one did a little bit better, I think, with the cursive font and the flowers. I think that kind of resonated a little better than some of the other designs that I made. So day 21 for science, I did this real cute one from most of these from Canva. I found this on Canva. And this one got me 3 sales on Amazon merch. I think it's because it's cute and it's nerdy, and kind of that mashup did really well. Day 22, for whatever reason, this didn't connect, and I think I missed Halloween, and maybe there's just too much going on here too, because I put a lot of things in here, the skeleton and the rose and the A, and I really liked the way it was laid out, but it didn't connect with the audience. Day 23, one of my most popular ones for this Shirttober, and that is feeling slothy, need more coffee. I think it's because it's cute, it has a pun. Again, now it's holding the coffee instead of the cat and coffee one, where this one kind of connects more with coffee lovers, so I think it did really well. So 13 of these, 13 times 4 is $52 on this design. Day 24, I did a baseball design t-shirt, sold 3 of these for a total of $9.73. Again, I think it was on different products and different countries, because I usually get 5, which would have been 15, but the price was probably a little different. And I think this did really well because it's different. It's a baseball pun, and baseball is huge, sports huge on Amazon, but it looks a little different. It's really easy to read, and it's a pun, so it's a funny baseball kind of mashup. Day 25, outdoors. This one didn't connect, and I think the graphics not connecting or something. I did this one on Vexels, and I think maybe the graphics just not connecting. I really like the graphics, but it just didn't connect with for whatever reason. Day 26 was math, and this one actually sold in both Amazon merch and TeePublic, and I think it's because it's cute and it's nerdy, and that mashup just really helped. Day 27, you saw this one in the beginning. This sold on both Amazon merch and TeePublic, and I got $20 from Amazon merch, $5 times 4, and that one sale from TeePublic. And I think the reason why this works, again, is sports is huge on both of these, and it's simple and it's graphic and a pun, so that mashup. Day 28, TeePublic. I sold this one. It's fun and it has 90s colors, so that's why I think someone bought it, is because it has that feeling, the 90s feeling. This one didn't connect with anyone. Day 21, kawaii. I usually do really well with kawaii stuff, but for whatever reason, I didn't draw this one, so that could be it. Maybe the art could be better. Maybe it didn't connect with people, and maybe it needed to have some English words to have some context, but for whatever reason, it did not get any sales. Day 30, this grandpa one actually did pretty good. I think when you do something for Q4 and you do for a family member, like this one, funny grandpa gift, you can get some sales, and this time I did for merch and TeePublic. So lastly, day 31, finally to the end, and this I got 4 sales for TeePublic on this one, and I think it's because you got funny and tacos and food puns do really well on TeePublic. So if you're wanting to do food puns, I think that's the way to go. So what can I learn from all of these? I kind of rushed through all of them, but now that we have them all, we can look at them together, which sold for each one of these. So this is what I would do if I were you after doing a Shirttober or a 30-day challenge or whatever you want to do. So here are all the Amazon merch sales. I got 18 of them, and these are the types of things that sold on merch. Now you can start building your designs around these kinds of things. Like if this does better, if this does good, maybe do more funny sports puns designs. If this does good, do more funny nerdy designs, right? And so on. And I wanted to show you this, that out of the 31 designs, 8 of them sold on merch by Amazon. These 8 right here, and that's about a 25%. So when you're doing your first 10 on Amazon merch, your tier 10, don't expect all 10 to sell. You probably will sell about 25. That means maybe 2 of them or 3 of them may sell, not everyone. So you're gonna have to keep trying and take some off and put some on and so on. So it's gonna take a long time just with 10, but don't get discouraged. You can see that's pretty average. I mean, I know everybody's different, but you can see right here, I only sold 25% on Amazon merch. We can do the same thing with the other one, TeePublic. I got 25 sales, 11 of them sold, so just a little better at 35%. So for every 10 designs, about 3 to 4 would sell here. And that's because of this style. The style that I was going for resonates better with TeePublic, and you notice they're different ones that sold. So if I go back up here, these are the ones that sold on Amazon. These are the ones that sold on TeePublic. There were some crossover, but there were some that were totally different that didn't sell on either of them. And these are the kinds of things. So now you can start building your knowledge of what the audience is on TeePublic. The audience on TeePublic is a little bit different. They like more simple, funny activities, food, those kinds of things. And you can look at this and start gauging and maybe make a t-shirt that looks almost like this because this sold for you once. Try something else with this topic or this niche or this topic or whatever, right? This one, maybe the sloth is holding a coffee. Maybe the next time it's a cat holding the coffee instead of the cat inside the coffee cup, right? So that's how you can learn that you do this. So I know you may be wondering the next question, like, is this worth it? I did 31 designs, and for the whole year, all I made was $183.88. And yes, I think some people can look at that and say, man, that's really discouraging that that's all for the whole year. But the power of print on demand isn't just doing 30 designs. If you're just doing 30 designs and sitting it there and waiting for a whole year to make some sales, that's not a great strategy. That's not how you're going to make money. And that's why a lot of people say that they put up designs on there and didn't get any sales and don't know what's going on. It's because it takes time, and it takes time to learn, and you have to, if something doesn't work, then you have to try something else. So I want to add this to so let's add some zeros here, and if we say 300 designs instead of 31, 310 designs, that could be almost $2,000 a year. And that's still a very low tier. Like, a lot of people have way more than 300 designs. Let's say 3,000 designs, tier 3,000. You're at 18,000 designs. See, we're just adding the zeros. And 31,000 designs, 183,000. Now, I know it's tough to do 31,000 designs, and this isn't really accurate actually. So because actually it'll take you less designs to make this, because as you're weeding out the things that don't work and you're finding out the things that do work, it won't take you the same amount of designs, right? So you're going to do more and more of the things that work and stop doing the ones that don't work, and hopefully get to this in less than this many designs, right? So at the end, I want to say is don't stop at 31. 31 is just for you to get started, to get you to learn what's working on each of these sites. Upload them to the site that you do the best. You don't have to upload them to 3. I just did it to 3 because I wanted to show you the difference. You may have noticed that it only sold on Amazon Merch and TeePublic. It didn't sell on Redbubble, and that's because none of these resonated with the Redbubble audience. The Redbubble audience is a little different than Amazon and TeePublic. It's more graphic heavy, more design heavy, more art focused than the ones that I did from Canva and stuff. So if you're selling on Redbubble, you may have to try again and again to see what works for that audience. So there you go, all 31 designs. Hopefully that was really helpful for you to see, like, kind of realistically what you can expect from print on demand. Now, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a get-rich-quick business. You can see over time you're going to learn and learn more and more. And you don't make a lot of money just with 30 designs. It's definitely adding more and more to it, hundreds and thousands of designs if you want to get hundreds and thousands of dollars a month. So learn from what you're doing. I think it's a great challenge to do, and I'm excited to do Shirttober 2023. And hopefully this time we're going to try different topics. I'm going to make a different prompt that has totally different topics on there so that we can try something else out and see if those things work on the different platforms. It's going to be fun. We're going to start it again on October 1st, and look out for that on my channel. If you want to see last year's video, I'm going to put that right here where it started Shirttober 2022. You can take a look a year ago what I did and how I started that. Thanks again for watching, and as always guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.